Thank you for joining us here on the 6th. So much emotion in Glynn County as the jury delivered a verdict after about 11 hours of deliberations. As you heard, there was a lot of emotion that was packed into all of this. As they delivered that verdict, it took about 11 hours for them to reach their decision that was rendered this afternoon. All right, we have live team coverage for you tonight. Let's go straight to Hope Ford outside the Glynn County Courthouse. She was watching the courtroom, listening in as the judge read the guilty verdicts. Hope?
The judge told the court before the McMichaels and Brian were led away in handcuffs they will probably have the sentencing hearing in a couple of weeks. Brian's attorney, Kevin Goff, told us he respects the verdict, but he will file an appeal for his client next week.
You know, we've worked very hard on behalf of Roddy Bryan, and I felt that he should be found not guilty. So it's a big disappointment.
Goff says he hasn't talked to his client since he left the courtroom. The attorneys for the McMichaels also said they were disappointed with the verdict. Now, Arbery's mom and dad both emotional in and out of the courtroom. Arbery's mom saying she didn't think today would ever come.
Thank each and every one of you who fought this fight with us. It's been a long fight. It's been a hard fight. But God is good.
And his dad saying this was a long time coming out loud in the courtroom right after that first guilty verdict for Travis McMichael. The family saying they're thankful for the support and thankful the defendants were found guilty, but Ahmaud Arbery is still gone. Reverend Al Sharpton stood beside the family and says even with that heartache of their son's death, the family will always know since February of last year, they fought for him every day.
Ahmaud would not be at Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Right.
But she can look at that chair and say to Ahmaud, I fought a good fight.
Yes.
And I got you some justice. We can't fill that chair for you, Ahmaud, but we can say that you were mother above all mothers. You fought for your son. And Marcus, you fought for your son. And even though it'll be a sober and solemn Thanksgiving, you can thank God you didn't let your boy down.
Cobb County's District Attorney Latonia Hines says the family's steadfastness, courage, and strength was admirable throughout the entirety of this trial. And we'll actually have a one-on-one with the Cobb County DA coming up tonight at 11.
Reporting for us, almost immediately after the verdict was read, a crowd of Arbery's relatives and people who support the family walked to a mural painted in his honor. 11 Alive's Dawn White was with them, and she continues our team coverage from Glynn County.
Thea Brooks is Ahmaud Arbery's paternal aunt. She tells me the family can now feel thankful on Thanksgiving and feel a sense of closure.
I'm just happy. I'm overjoyed. And I'm thankful that God answered our prayers.
This is what Ahmaud Arbery's aunt, Thea Brooks, did after the verdict came down.
I immediately went to praying because I definitely wanted him and his dad to be found guilty on all charges. And it was just like a joy, a spirit of greatness and happiness that came over me.
Brooks then marched to where her nephew's mural is.
This actually starts the closure and the healing process. It's been a long road, long 20 months, but we're here now and we've got victory so far.
She had this shirt ready to wear with the pictures of all three defendants on it and the word guilty.
The rest of the day, I just plan now to go home and embrace my children. Love on them and hug on them because they're a part of my fight for Ahmaud because they have to live in this community as his cousins. And so just to embrace them and tell them that we won the victory.
Several other of Ahmaud's aunts were outside of the courthouse and they cried and hugged as the verdict came down.